Alright, Jane. Your time has come. Hi, guys. Welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with a new artist to the channel. His name is Joe Jackson. This is a request from our patron, Jane. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate your support. I really, really do. The track is called, well, first off, it's off the Body and Soul album. It was his 7th studio album, released March 1984. The track we're listening to is called You Can't Get What You Want Till You Know What You Want. Ain't that the truth, though? Track 4, yeah. I guess he plays the saxophone. I'm just guessing about the cover. I don't know. I guess I could look. Let's see. Oh, yeah, saxophone. Hey. I guess you really can't get what you want till you know what you want. Oh, man. Shouldn't hit the pen. Shame. If you're all unsubscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon right below my face. I'd really appreciate it. Leave a like and a comment, too. I'd really appreciate it. Alrighty. Joe Jackson. You can't get what you want till you know what you want. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, vocals too. Okay.
Then you find it's all been in your mind. Sometimes you think someone is the one and only. Can't you see it could be you and me? But if there's any doubt, then I think I'll leave it out. So tell me one thing, you can't get what you want. Do you know what you want?
Who's on bass?
You can't get what you want.
Graham, maybe. Mabby.
Do you know what you want?
That is some tight instrumentation.
Sometimes you keep busy reaching out for something. You don't care. There's always something there. Sometimes you can't see that all you need is one thing. If it's right, you could sleep at night. It can take some time, but at least I'm hearing light. So tell me one thing, you can't get what you want.
That's such a good chorus.
You know what you want.
Very 80s.
Said you can't get what you want. Do you know what you want?
Damn. Vinny Zummo on guitar.
Sometimes you can't
Those
see
horns
that all
make it,
you
man.
need is one thing.
Drummer's getting it too.
If it's
Harry Burke.
right, you could sleep at night. It can take some time, but at least I'm hearing light. So tell me one thing, you can't get what you want till you know what you want.
That's so good.
Said you can't get what you want. Do you know what you want?
It's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like poppy jazz, but with like a big band sort of flair to it.
Tell you what, baby, you can't get what you want. What you want.
That guitar is so cool. Hell yeah, dude. That came out 10 years before I was born. So we're getting closer and closer to the 90s. We're working our way there finally. I don't know, man. That was really good. It was really tight instrumentation, very smooth at points, but also kind of choppy. You know, it had like this I don't know, kind of dissonant effect where you kind of just, kind of throws you off balance a little bit, but you kind of get, once you find the groove, like you're in there. And it screamed the 80s, like I keep saying, but I really enjoyed it. It was a very high energy, very vocal heavy, the chorus especially, but the guitars were a little low for my taste, but they really added a lot to the piece either way, even if they were low. Drums were tight by Gary Burke. It's working that hi-hat, just making everything work, honestly. Who's the bass player was Graham Maybe. So what else? So he has, all right, so he's just with Joe Jackson. Okay, and then Vinny Zummo was a New York City session guitarist, and he worked with Joe Jackson for 7 years, and then worked on other people's stuff too. And then there's Ellen Foley on backing vocals, Elaine Caswell on backing vocals, Michael Morale on trumpet and flugelhorn, Tony Aiello on saxophones, flutes, and claves, Gary Burke, Graham Maybe on bass, and then Ed Roynsdahl, keyboards, violin, and Joe Jackson on the vocals, acoustic piano, and saxophone. Well, it's a hell of a lineup right there. About everybody I don't know. But the name Vinny Zummo kind of sounds familiar, and so does Gary Maybe. Oh, Gary Maybe. Grant Maybe, sorry. I don't know. I think I say I don't know them, but they do sound familiar. I don't know why, but I mean, it is the 80s, so maybe it was people from the 70s that I've heard of now. I don't know. But yeah, that bass, literally everything about this, like, it was a really tight song. They had that down under 5 minutes too. They got everything, they got in, they got out. And it's just, I don't know, it's very like kind of, I don't know what they would call this on there. What's the genre that they would call it? I don't really have a word for it. Pop, Latin, jazz, sophistopop. What? That's actually a genre. Sophistopop is a pop music subgenre that developed during the mid 1980s out of the British New Wave era. It originated with acts who blended elements of jazz, soul, pop with lavish production. The term sophistopop was coined only after the genre's peak in the mid-late 80s. Wow. Well, that's an interesting genre name. I didn't know that was the thing. I know there's a couple people in the chat that are going to be like, what? That's what I said when I saw it. What? That's crazy. But I could see that, though. It's definitely a blend of, I don't know, I wouldn't say new wave, but it was very, it had a big band feel, kind of almost with the horns, but there also was a very kind of smooth jazz feel to it, and pop. There's definitely some pop in there, especially in the chorus and such. But that was a great pick. Thank you, Jane. I'm definitely down to listen to more from him. I heard some sax in here, but not that much. This might be one of his like more vocally driven songs. I don't know if he kind of like switches off back and forth or what, but I enjoyed it. That was really good. Like I said, I love the 80s because they were the decade that came before me, you know? I guess like the people born in the 50s probably have a fascination with the 40s, you know, sort of thing. I have a fascination with the 80s for some reason. And it's almost like that's when our culture stopped growing, you know, and it started decaying. It's like once it hit the 80s point, from there, we had grown a very beautiful tree, and then it just slowly started to die out, you know, root by root. It's a sad way to end it, but Yeah, and if you're watching day of premiere, I didn't say this in one of the other videos because I didn't want to ruin it, and I don't want to ruin this one either. But it's the old lady that I had been living with passed away yesterday. We just found out. I had been moving my stuff out, so basically the day that I moved my stuff out, she had passed the night before, so that probably wasn't a good look. But it's sad, but it's not something I'm gonna put her business out there. But rest in peace, to Sandy, because well, she was nice when she wanted to be. I guess you could say that. She was a good lady. But yeah, thank you again, Jane, for a great pick. I'm down for more Joe Jackson. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave it down below. I'll definitely check it out. And that is it out of me. Patreon right here. There's a picture of it. Hide. AI camera. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. If you join any of the tiers, you get access to all of our block videos and full album reactions. There's a ton of them on there. And then you get access to our patrons only Discord. We'd love to have you come hang out and talk with us. And there's a PayPal link as well and Cash App if you want to send a request in that way or a tip or anything like that. That's the way to do it. Have a good one, guys. I will see y'all later.